maternal and neonatal complications. Insulin is a drug of choice once IMNT fails, and increasing evidence in favor of glargine to be used in pregnancy. And these ladies with GDM require regular follow-up post-mortem. Thank you very much for the time given to you. If you have any questions,
thank you so much, Dr. Talwar, for your elaborate and interesting subject. And any questions from the audience are welcome.
What is the percentage of PCOS patients getting gestational diabetes?
Exact percentage is not sure, madam. Otherwise, these ladies they have got high tendency to get gestational diabetes, and there are one study in which they have shown up to 40%. These ladies they have got chance of getting gestational diabetes.
And do they have any risk in the later part of their life of getting diabetes? If they don't have any history in this history of diabetes.
PCOD itself is one spectrum mentioned in the chances of getting diabetes in the future. Like they say, the girls who have got PCOD in their adolescence, they stand up to 60% chance of getting the diabetes.
What we plan during labor, at what intervals the blood glucose should be monitored, and how should we start as the patient comes in labor?
So, in case of GDM, we have to decide depending upon what type of management you are going to do. If you are going to plan for the elective section, then early in the morning, 6 o'clock, the patient has to be put on an insulin drip. So it has to be a glucose potassium insulin drip, that is called a GPI infusion. So with that, we have to give the insulin along with the glucose or saline if required to maintain the blood glucose between 120 to 180. And blood glucose monitoring has to be done every 1 hour. And this has to be continued throughout your section and up to 4 to 6 hours after that. After that, the insulin levels in the blood will start receding of its own, and then the frequency may be decreased to subcutaneous injection, which can be given after stopping the infusion, and monitoring can be done at 6 hour interval. So this is the best way to do in a patient who is with a plain cesarean section. In that case, in the morning when the patients come to you, depending on fasting sugar, you will put the patient on drip, depending on the sugar. Because these ladies during the course of labor, they may sometimes go into hypoglycemia also. So monitoring remains 1 hourly, and depending on the sugar, then you have to start with either insulin or glucose or normal saline. Right? And potassium has to be seen in our study. That is a very important thing, but because once you start insulin infusion, the potassium from the blood will go intercellularly, and these ladies may have a tendency to hypokalemia. This may have problem with your liver as well as with the skeletal muscles. So potassium management, glucose management, they have to go hand in hand.
Sir, as you said that blood sugar increases for 1 hour after transplant to birth, there is a school of thought which says that when we are monitoring patients in pregnancy with diabetes, we can do that 1 hour post-prandial rather than 2 hours and keep it around 140 level, and that would be considered as control.
I will also show you targets of monitoring. That this is what is there. It is 140. Latest method also latest 1.5 hour के आया है. 1.5 hour. जैसे neither 1 hour nor 2 hour. They are saying 1.5 hour. जिप्सी का जो latest guidelines है, they are saying 1.5 hour.
And what's the glucose level at 1.5 or
129 हो रहा है. 129.
So if HbA1c comes out to be in a very high range in early pregnancy, like maybe more than 10, should that be an indication for termination, or we should go on with a triple marker test and ultrasounds?
So as such, it has not been recommended to terminate the pregnancy in the ladies who have got this thing. But if you find there is some abnormality in the fetus, scanning of the thing, and you do other screenings on the fetal abnormalities, then it will be hyperglycemia per se, it may not be. But secondly, such a high HbA1c is very difficult for the lady to conceive.
Thanks to Dr. Vipin Talwar for excellent presentation. Incidence of diabetes in India is 16.5%, and while in Western country it is 3.8%. So you can say it is 5 times more in India. So in India, only single test is required. You get after 75 grams of glucose, you give you take the blood sample, and if it's more than 130 as said by Dr. Vipin Talwar, then we can consider it's a patient for gestational diabetes. So thus only the multiple sampling is not required, so only one single test is required for diagnosis of gestational
Sampling and even the time thing has been taken care of.
So that can be done in the government sector also, so it is easier for them. So thanks a lot, Dr. Talwar. So
she is not here but worked for this conference. Dr. Mrs. Oberoi, our most valued members and delegates, it is my privilege to have been asked to propose the vote of thanks on this occasion. On behalf of IMS Jalandhar branch and the entire supporting team and sponsoring organization Shreya Nutraceuticals, I extend a very hearty vote of thanks to all the speakers for gracing the occasion and sharing their important work and views with us. Finally, I would like to take this opportunity to place on record my hearty thanks to Dr. Sushma Chawla for her guidance, Dr. Kamal, Dr. Surjit and Dr. Amita for the support, Dr. Oberoi for all the help in organizing this event, Dr. Shalini, Dr. Dipali and all other bearing all the pains for organizing this event. I also extend my vote of thanks to all the members and delegates present over here who took out the time from their busy schedule. Last but not the least, our sponsors, Shreya Nutraceuticals, who deserve a special mention and applause for arranging this event. Wish you all a great, happy and prosperous New Year, Happy Lodi and enjoy this weekend. 3rd Feb, so I request on behalf of IMS Jalandhar branch to attend this conference in maximum numbers. And I request that all the members of the FOGSI should be members of IMS Jalandhar branch to make it a grand success. Okay, thanks and all best for the day.